I'm Zoë Peterson, but I'll be using the pseudonym Sally McStudent for this documentary, which will include interviews about the Missouri Compromise and the debate over slave trade in the West. My first interview is with Mr. Walters, a history teacher at Fake High. Hello, I'm being forced to be here because I hear you're friends with the dean, and my job depends on it. Ha 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 ha. Don't you forget that. Now, I'm here to ask you about the Missouri Compromise. First question, why did states in the West want slaves? They knew they could have a better profit if they got more workers. They'd have more crops or other products. They also believed it was their right as states to be able to choose whether or not they got to own slaves. Interesting. What else? That's all I know. I'm a European history teacher. All I really get about America is that it started with a bunch of stupid stuff Spain did. Well then, you're no help at all. After putting out an ad on Craigslist and only attracting a man who consumes 6 gallons of corn per day and a woman dressed as Elton John, I was ready to give up. That is, until I found this Civil War reenactor. Hello, I am George Adams. No one cares. Now, since you act in Civil War reenactments, what do you know about the Missouri Compromise? Well, slavery was already a big issue amongst all the states in the North and the South. There was discrimination against people for their race or for their gender. The North was anti-slavery, while the South was all for it. The less division, the better. In order to have a strong government and postpone war, we had to figure out what we were going to do when Missouri said they wanted to join as a slave state. Oh, what an interesting, long-winded response. What else would you like to add? Well, I'm available for kids' birthday parties. And I starred in an off-Broadway version of Wicked in Detroit. I meant about the Missouri Compromise. I have nothing else to say. Okay, well, I wish the North luck. My dear sir, I am no Yankee. I represent Georgia, and the South shall rise again. I hate everything. So, our next interview is with this guy we found off the streets. What do you know about the Missouri Compromise? Well, I don't know much, but, my friend, Sir William Prissipants III does. He just did a report on the Missouri Compromise.
It was passed on March 3rd, 1820, and was in effect for about 30 years. It came about when Missouri said they wanted to join the U.S. as a slave state. This would have unbalanced the slave and free states. The government decided that Missouri could, if Maine joined as a free state, thus balancing out the sides. Slavery was also unallowed in any of the states in the Louisiana Purchase, north of the southern boundary of Missouri.
You seem to know more than any of the others. Tell me more about what happened after the Missouri Compromise.
In 1854, the Kansas-Nebraska Act stated that new states north of the boundary had the right to become a slave state if they chose. The government allowed it, and that event helped lead us to the Civil War.
Thank you. Have a cookie. Thank you, and good night. I'm Zoë Peterson as Sally McStudent, and next time I'll be back with more imaginary friends.
Zoe, dinner!
Coming!